Hi, I'm James Lang, one of the co-founders of Vorpalboard, and today I'm joined by Thad Casey, who is our manufacturing guru and our D&D community lead. Thad, how's it going?
Hey, everybody.
And we are also joined by our friend Dan Masucci, who is the dungeon master your mother warned you about, also known as the Inked Mage. Dan, how's it going?
Going really nice. Great to be here with you guys today.
And today we're going to be covering how to use maps and 2D setups when you're playing D&D online. And Dan's going to be taking us through sort of some best practices and tips about how he uses maps when he's playing D&D online. And we're going to show you how easy and simple that is to do when you're using Vorpalboard.
So at the beginning of the video, we wanted to discuss what makes Vorpal unique for remote gaming. Especially during the pandemic, everybody's migrated to a lot of what are called virtual tabletops or VTTs. And there's some really awesome options out there. A lot of them have built-in adventures and maps and tokens and player management systems. You can do some really cool things with lighting and terrain effects. But at the end of the day, it is built purely in a virtual tabletop environment. It is all digital. And to get to do that, you have to do a lot of programming. And for a lot of folks, one, they have no interest in doing that, or two, it's just above their skill level.
Some people have no interest in residing in this virtual setting, creating your adventures that way, learning the tricks and trades of programs. I, for one, have no interest. I'm an old school gamer. I'll go theater of the mind. I'll use terrain. I'll use maps. These are the things that I like. And so far, for me, the greatest online virtual experience, the closest thing to playing at home with your gamers, for me, has been using Vorpalboard. In my experience, Vorpalboard is the simplest way to dive into your gaming fast, provide your players that at-home, around-the-table experience, and still be immersive.
So today, the goal is that we show you how simple and easy it is to use the Vorpal arm with the Vorpal smartphone app and play a round of D&D using a hand-drawn 2D map. And we're going to show you a lot of cool ways to do it, but this was very easy for Dan to set up. What you're looking at here is a live stream of his table in his house. And we just have our arm right over the table, and we're streaming everything as he makes changes. So you're going to see that as we go through it today.
Let's take a look and dive in to what it looks like using Vorpalboard with 2D maps. What you'll notice is I have a very inexpensive Pathfinder flip map. I have some Reaper minis and some Tiny Furniture Fallen minis. And let's just take a closer look at the artistry used for this map. And all you really need to do this are some dry erase markers. I've created a corridor. The skeletons, I don't need to tell you this. You already can see that they're lying amid rubble. As long as you point these things out. Sometimes you have to do that to let your players know, for example, that these are arcane torches. You can tell they're magical because of that purple incandescence illuminating the corridor as our players have come to a double set of doors that they're inspecting. Now, you may have noticed there's no rogue among the party. So what are they going to do? They're going to put the fighter forward, and he's going to kick in the door. So if we could get a roll, we'll determine the success of our hero.
I always fail at these. Here we go.
Not
bad.
That's a great thing. Fortunately, the hero has incredible athletics, and he kicks open the door. Now, one of the great things about using the 2D dry erasable maps is you can pull out your eraser for when the trap goes off. So I'm gonna show you what happens on the fly. I'm just going to erase that door, which has been blasted off its hinges. And just for fun, I'm gonna add some fire effect that consumes the players. What this has revealed to our heroes after their fallen eyebrows and eyelashes tumble from their face and their vision clears is they can see a sinister setup. We have 4 columns. I know, you got to admit, they're pretty good columns, rising up to the 20-foot high ceiling. You have a massive burning brazier being held by a demonic statue. And before it all is an altar with a victim, a wicked sorcerer, and his evil minions. So at this point, it'd be time to roll initiative.
All right, so next we're going to talk about how the mechanics of all this works in Vorpal Board. It's really simple and easy to use. What Dan has is our role-playing game package, our RPG package, available on vorpalboard.com. That just includes an arm that mounts to his tabletop and allows him to take his cell phone, his mobile device, anything connected to Wi-Fi that can download the Vorpal app and stream a high-resolution video of his tabletop right into our game session. If you've noticed too, we also have everybody has a color below their video screen. And you can change your name and your player color however you like. That color coordinates to your shared mouse pointer. And the shared mouse pointer, as you can see on James' session, also allows you to do hover zoom and look at details on the terrain. It also allows us to call out player moves. So if I want Dan to move my barbarian who just kicked in the door and blew half the party up from here to engage with the guy right next to the altar, I can point to the spot on the terrain that I'd like him to move, and he can do that real time. Super simple and easy. We also have built-in polyhedral dice. We have some really cool custom ones, but right out of the box, you also get color-coordinated polyhedrals. So I'll have everybody do a roll. And those roll results show up for you real time, and they also match your player color as well. That's pretty much it. Couple easy steps. You're streaming real terrain, you're rolling dice together, and everybody's playing D&D.
Something really tremendous about using maps with Vorpal Board is that you can quickly change out the scenery. For example, your heroes have slain the bad guys, they've pillaged the bodies, they've looted everything they possibly can, and now they've fled the crumbling temple to return to their airship. However, their airship is besieged by creatures attacking it. So you need to quickly set something up? No, you can just fly in an airship map. Now, it can be pre-printed. You could have another drawn map waiting in the wings. How many bad flying puns can I get in before you guys stop recording? But as you can see, the map just slides down on the other one. There is no camera change. There is no terrain setup that you need to build. There's really no lag in your game time. This actually speeds up the play, keeping it old school and keeping your players engaged. They don't have to have any side conversations because there isn't time. The map's on the table. You place them on the map, and what do they find? Well, you can use an assortment of minis, whatever you have, but if you don't have minis, you can also use some dice. And look at this. Scatter some dice around. There's your foe. And once again, it's time to roll for initiative.
All right, so today we covered how quick and easy it is to get going using Vorpal Board and 2D maps to play D&D online with your friends. I want to thank Dan Masucci, the Inked Mage, for coming and letting us use his room and his gaming gear. You can follow him and find more of his content on Instagram at Inked Mage. And you should check out the rest of our series of videos about playing D&D online using Vorpal Board. And if you're interested in learning more about the platform, you can always find out tons of info at vorpalboard.com. Thanks so much, and take care, guys.